It's great to be with you on a Monday afternoon as we get set for this broadcast of the NBA on 2K. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks.
All right, thank you, David. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotation.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, in the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Robinson is out there with Kendrick Nunn. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Will Barton. And it's Porter in at the 3. Millsap with it. Now defended by Adebayo. It's deflected. Butler against Porter. It's Butler that time on the assist by Adebayo.
Wow, the strength of Jimmy Butler fends off defenders well when he goes up to score.
Nunn against Murray. Jokic passes to Millsap. Back to Jokic. Stolen by Nunn. And they're on the break.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Pass to Jokic. It's Barton on the wing. Back to Jokic. Outside Porter. There's the feed to Millsap. Second chance shot. And that one's good by Porter.
There, they get it going. 1 for 4 now. Always feel good to get that first one.
Nunn looking around. No good on the 3. Nuggets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Stolen by Nunn. To the inside. Adebayo finds Robinson. Here's Nunn. Off target with his 3. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. And stolen by Butler. And here we go. And the officials call a traveling violation. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Outside Porter. He feeds it to Millsap. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Pass to Robinson. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And that one's good. Millsap.
A rugged finish from Millsap, undeterred by the defense.
Here's Nunn. 1:57 left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. The Heat need to get a shot off. Robinson misses. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Here's Barton. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And a new group in for the Heat. Achua, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Reza comes in for Jimmy Butler. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
They need this one, and it's Denver with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Oh, and here comes Dragic all alone. Finished off the break.
Yeah, and credit Ariza for just staying active and coming up with the steal on that one. He was on the prowl and ready to catch him napping.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
Bounce pass, Dragic. Passes it to Adebayo. Here's Achua. That shot off. And Denver the other way now. Campazzo rejected by Dragic. He's got a clear path for the finish. The dunk by Achua.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Barton outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Adebayo. Oh, my goodness.
Did you see
what a play?
Unbelievable.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Nuggets lead by 4. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Bill Barton is out there with Jermichael Green. Then there's Murray. It's Najee in at the 5 down low. The Nuggets leading by 4. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Denver with the ball. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. The pass to Green. No good on the triple. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Hero. Miami no good on that time either. Denver's shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Porter's. Oh, goodness. Where did that come from?
I loved it.
That was beautiful.
Loved it.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Green passes to Najee. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Heat trail by 4. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. It's stolen by Ariza. He lobs it up. The dunk by Achua.
Jimmy Butler is on it. Staying alert. Finds his man breaking free.
Campazzo. He's guarded by Dragic. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
That is.
got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you.
Beautiful vision to find the open man. Gorn leading by example.
Campazzo, he's guarded by Dragic. Green left side. to Najee. In transition, here comes Miami. Heat moving the ball around. Butler on the wing. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Jokic is checked in for Denver. Millsap comes in for JaMychal Green. Then for the Heat, Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Ariza. Robinson comes in for Tyler Hero. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic. Outside Porter to stop the drought. Rebound by Olynyk. The Heat have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Butler dishes to Robinson. Whistle blows if that's going to be a travel.
Hey, guys, just a little too nonchalant there. That's a couple turnovers here in the last few minutes, and those miscues can spell trouble.
Will Barton, he's checked in for Jamal Murray. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Jokic finds Barton. Jokic inside. He's guarded by Adebayo. Jokic with the bucket.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Here's Nunn. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Jokic draws the double. Here's Barton. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Denver. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Butler. Clock at 6. Dishes to Olynyk. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Floats it up for Jokic. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Olynyk kicks to Nunn. Passes it to Robinson. Again, the miss by the Heat. It's Barton with the drive. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And Nunn has got the ball here for the Miami Heat.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
On the court for the Heat, Butler and Olynyk, the forward duo. Kendrick Nunn out there with Robinson. And it's Adebayo in at the 5. Here's Porter, and that'll be 2 free. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Nunn with it. Now guarded by Barton. Up top, Adebayo. Goes up the baseline. It's Butler that time on the assist by Adebayo. Butler's got 6 points.
Jimmy Butler, great feel for the mid-range game, and it's where his jumper's most accurate.
Barton outside. And there's the pass to Porter. And it's Jokic in the corner. It's stolen by Adebayo.
That's just sloppy. I mean, you can't lose control of the ball like that and let it get back across midcourt.
You know he's kicking himself, and he might hear it from the coach at the next timeout.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Goran Dragic is checked in for Kendrick Nunn. Jokic finds Porter. It's Barton on the wing. And Barton throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. It's Dragic with the drive. Yep, that one goes. Dragic has got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Jokic with the bucket.
And when Jokic drives, he's like a freight train with that great physical ability, able to kind of push the defense wherever he wants them to go.
To the middle, Jokic with the steal. And now Millsap pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Jokic, no luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Butler against Barton. Outside for Robinson. Miami no good on that time either.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
One of the most versatile defenders we have in the league. Butler's reach also allowed him to get that block.
No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Pass to Robinson. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And as impressive as the numbers were for Jimmy Butler in the bubble, they don't begin to tell the whole story. He was hitting clutch shots for the Heat during that run in the postseason.
Jokic passes to Millsap. A miss that time would have put him up.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Back to Butler. Porter with the steal. Murray right side. And Millsap slaps it in.
Well, all right. Paul Millsap looking bouncy tonight.
And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Dragic against Murray. The kick outside to Butler to end the drought. And it goes down 2 points. Butler's got 10 points in the game.
And right there, I like how Adebayo takes his time, scans the floor, makes the unselfish play.
For Denver, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Dragic with it, out guarded by Murray. And here's Olynyk from the arc. Offensive rebound. Outside for Robinson. Back to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. And Dragic has it in the corner. Tries yet again. Olynyk the pass to Dragic. Off target from outside. Barton surveying the floor. Fires from deep. Can't connect. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Heat out front, leading by a point. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Jermichael Green is out there with Hartenstein. Then it's Porter. Then there's Murray. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Ariza goes in. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. In the corner, Murray with it. Pass to Hartenstein. Yep, that one goes in there. Hartenstein's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Denver. Nunn against Murray. Nunn passes to Achua. Stolen away. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the quick feet of Murray, really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition.
Now, Nunn. The kick outside to Butler. That's tipped. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it.
How about the strength of Murray finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm? And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
The dunk by Achua.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Passes to Hartenstein. The dish to Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
Adebayo is checked in for Trevor Ariza.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Murray outside. Pulls up. High post. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. The Heat trail by 4. Outside Butler. Adebayo passes to Butler. It's stolen by Green. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Murray with the ball. Got a piece of it. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Murray. Makes it off the glass. Murray's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Here's Nunn. Offensive rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Adebayo. Here's Achua. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move. Gotta like this. Tyler Hero finding a way to come up huge.
And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. Olynyk is checked in for Miami. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. 41 seconds left in the game. Clock at 4. Kicks to Porter. Lets it go with a 3. Some solid defense from Butler.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play. And then, of course, they also need to foul.
And stolen by Butler. The pass to Nunn.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Porter finds Barton. Pass to Murray. Oh, no good on the dunk.
Millsap going for the W. He's looking focused.
For the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having...
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Texas. And let's go.
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome. But it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
So here's Miami's starting group. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Robinson is out there with Kendrick Nunn. And it's Butler in at the 3. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleba grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell because in 2017, Kleba texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
There's none. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Doncic feeling it out. Just 5 to shoot. Miami grabs the miss. Inside, here's Butler, and slam dunk by Butler.
Well, I'll tell you this. Jimmy Butler has got some power in his finishing ability. That's pretty.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. And they double up Doncic. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Dallas with it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul. Richardson against Robinson. Knocked loose. Olynyk with the steal. In transition, here comes Miami. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. They double him with Adebayo. Stolen by Robinson. Oh, and here comes Robinson all alone. And Adebayo throws it down.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
To the paint. Here's Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
You know, once a pass is made out of the double team like that, the defense is spread too thin to stop the bucket. Heads up assist there.
Down low, here's Butler, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
To the inside. Porzingis with the steal. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way.
And that's about length. It's about awareness. It's about anticipation. Porzingis able to kickstart the break.
Right side, Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? It's Richardson on the wing from deep. Richardson missing again.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Yep, it counts.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Robinson against Richardson. Here's Doncic. Great D that time from Adebayo.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Butler, no good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Up top, Doncic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Powell in the high post. Back to Brunson. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Well, they love to see Powell keep his eyes up and look for his teammates. The more assists they get out of him, the more dangerous their offense will be.
Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. We'll take a quick break, then get you back. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
Johnson is out there with Powell. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And a five-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Miami trailing. Left side Ariza. Wide open. Achua, the second chance points on the tip in. Achua's got his first bucket in this one.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Brunson. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Brunson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Poked away, stolen by Brunson. And now the fans break. Doncic with the ball.
Well, Doncic's terrific floor vision in the open floor. He also understands how to be the guy to finish.
Here's Hero. Back to Dragic. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Heat lead by 1.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Heat have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. It's rebounded by Doncic. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Powell in the high post. Miami's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Ariza has the open look. Off target from three-point range. Dallas has gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And Brunson has it in the corner. Inside, Powell. Great D that time from Adebayo. And for the Heat, they're shooting the ball at a 43% rate here in the second. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Mavericks trailing. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Doncic leading the charge.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Now the pass to Dragic. Here's Ariza. Johnson with the block. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Here's Brunson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Brunson's got 4 points now in the quarter. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Miami Heat. From the arc. Buries it from three-point range.
As a screener in the pick and roll, your job's easy. When Dragic is running it, just set a solid screen and let him do the rest.
Outside Hardaway. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Brunson against Dragic. And here's Doncic from the arc. Misses for the 5th time this game. Mark him at 1 for 6. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And the dunk by Powell.
Outstanding timing from Powell. Rises up for the forceful alley-oop.
Pass to Ariza. To the middle. Just 3 on the clock. That shot misses. And a close game so far. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the 2K. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. The period wrapped up with the teams on.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jimmy Butler, he's really been playing well.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Butler and Olynyk, the forward duo. Kendrick Nunn out there with Robinson. Then it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Olynyk trying to break loose. Adebayo with the bucket.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Doncic outside. A pass to Porzingis. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Olynyk with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Passes it to Nunn. Takes a 3. The putback. It's good on the putback. Now it's a 4-point Miami lead.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And Kendrick Nunn is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. On the wing, Doncic. Defended by none. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told him, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And Butler gets it to go. Butler's got 8 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Richardson against Robinson. It's tipped. Butler with the steal. And here we go. It's Butler. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic against Butler. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Feeds it to Cauley-Stein. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, he said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Again, the miss by the Heat.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Finney-Smith. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The Heat have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. And Adebayo throws it down.
If you make a mistake against Jimmy Butler, this guy will find a way to make you pay. Pretty pass.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. And that'll be his third foul so far. Hardaway's checked in for Dallas. Achua, he's checked in for the Heat. Finney-Smith passes to Cauley-Stein. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Cauley-Stein's got the game tied up here for Dallas.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Robinson kicks to Butler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Well, how about Jimmy Butler, guys, and the commitment to becoming a legit star in this league? Think about coming out of Marquette without a reputation to now one of the toughest covers in the league. Incredible story.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Right side, Dragic. Here's Butler. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. 12 points for Butler.
Boy, Butler took a pretty good hit there, but has the strength and the coordination to finish it. That's pretty.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot by Powell, no good. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. The lead is 2. Pass to Achua. Outside Butler. Banked in off the glass. Butler's got 14.
Well, this guy is so good at exploiting the holes in the defense and getting inside. Jimmy Butler, high percentage finish.
Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Miami Heat. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Miami leading by 4. Johnson is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Richardson in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. It's good.
And how about the court awareness there? Dragic, fantastic job spotting the wide open teammate.
Out to the wing. Olynyk against Kleba. To the paint. Olynyk with the steal. And the pass to Hero. Fires the three. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Pass to Richardson. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Pass to Achua. And here is Olynyk. Heat moving the ball around. Hero. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Dallas making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. Bam Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Dragic taking his time here. Outside Butler. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Richardson. Dallas again turning it over. Doncic is checked in for Jalen Brunson. The Heat leading by 9 and stolen by Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Outside Dragic. Butler in the corner. Five to shoot. Kleba with the rebound. Kleba's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. Then for the Heat, Duncan Robinson comes in for Hero, and it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Now here's Nunn from past the arc. Kleba with the rebound. Here's Richardson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's good from Richardson. So he gets them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Nunn looking around. Pass to Robinson. Here's Adebayo. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Nunn. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Doncic has been in this position many times. He makes it look easy. You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Nunn against Doncic. Open shot, Butler, and he can't stop the run as he misses.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Richardson, no luck. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. Nunn passes to Robinson. Swiped it away. Kleba with it. Now defended by Adebayo. Kleba against Nunn. Doncic outside to take the lead. Here's Porzingis. Oh, and they take the lead. Porzingis has got the lead up to 2 now for Dallas.
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Robinson kicks to Butler. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. The coach's challenge has been issued. This game like this, under the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt. Points are an absolute must here.
And no time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Inside, Olynyk. Count it!
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. The 3 for Doncic. The 3 won't fall. Near the 3-point line, it's Olynyk. And that one comes up a bit short. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the The sprawling metropolis of Tampa. And before...
Well, Kevin, and
Thanks, David. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton, and it's Porter in at the 3 slot. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Millsap passes to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Well, doing a little bit of everything. Millsap terrific at moving the ball, sensing when a teammate has a good look. It doesn't stick with him.
Now, here's Doncic. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Passes it to Jokic. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5, because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you a luxury to play smaller.
Here's Doncic, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Basket counts.
Boy, that's a recipe for disaster, fellas. Allowing Doncic to get comfortable from this area, forget about it.
Barton against Richardson. Barton surveying the floor. Porter in the corner. Murray outside. For the 3, hits it from 3-point range.
Hey, that's really good, positive offense from Murray. Knows exactly what he's going to do before the ball even gets there. That's shot preparation, folks.
Now, here's Doncic, and that one is good.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure. You know, it took a little time for Jokic to understand how to draw contact and get himself to the foul line, but he's figured it out now.
Mavericks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Now, here's Richardson. Doncic outside. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Doncic against Murray. Pass to Millsap. 6 to shoot. Martin with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way.
Seems that Richardson just has a knack for always being in the right place.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Murray surveying the D. And the turnover again by Denver. A different look for Dallas. Now he's checked in for Porzingis. Johnson comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Outside Hardaway. Fires for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Murray. Johnson with the block, and they're able to recover. Richardson with it, and Brunson has it in the corner. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Looking to end the run, and it's Murray laying it in. Murray's got 5.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Denver. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Feeds it to Hardaway. Yes, that goes in. Hardaway has got his second bucket.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Murray outside. The dish now to Green. There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Johnson. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Josh Richardson. Now here's Murray. 5 points in the game. From deep, Green. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And, you know, when Powell is this deep, the defense knows they're in trouble. Sometimes they have no choice but to foul him.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. A nice shot by Hartenstein.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Good if it goes. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Jalen Brunson out there with Hardaway. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And where Finney-Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney-Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
Outside Hardaway. Jacks up a 3. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Encouraging to see Hardaway Jr. knock it down from there, proving he can do damage from this area.
Murray against Hardaway. Murray, the pass to Hartenstein. Back to Murray. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Brunson. Stolen away. Hardaway with the steal. Now here's Powell. D right on him. There's the triple. That shot missing, and it's Denver the other way. Murray right side. Aji outside for Murray. to Najee. And again, Denver no good. Mavericks leading by 8. Runs in the pass to Cauley-Stein. Good on the shot.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Passes it to Hartenstein. Lets it go from deep. The Mavericks pull it in. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Hardaway gets it to go. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. The Nuggets trail by 15. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Murray outside. Shot clock at 6. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Campazzo bats in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Hardaway from outside. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Green up on top. Pass to Hartenstein. 6 on the shot clock. Green in the post. Guarded by Powell. It's good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Hardaway with a wide open look. Another 3 for Dallas.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Hardaway. 3-pointer. They get it back. Here's Cauley-Stein. They shoot again. He takes it up and lays it in. Cauley-Stein's got 6 points.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... A tremendous game we're seeing. That's all for now.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Tim Hardaway Jr.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Doncic kicks to Cauley-Stein. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team. Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Now, Kleba. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Porzingis, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Murray with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Outside Millsap. Murray against Johnson. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Doncic has got 11 points.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Johnson, the pass to Kleba. And another basket for Dallas.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Martin with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. Barton outside. Out left to the wing. Campazzo. And another miss by Denver.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Launches it. That one doesn't go. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. They grab their own miss. Porzingis on the follow.
You know, fellas, I like the aggressiveness Porzingis is showing on the glass. I mean, getting good positioning and using that big body when shots go up. That's why he's boarding it well.
And a wide open look for Porter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Porter's got 5 points so far.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Pull-up jumper. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Dallas, ahead by 26 points. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Powell is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Burke. And it's a 1-2 in at the 3. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
You know, adding on to that, we can't fail to mention all the steals they've piled up, too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
Now, here's Doncic. The pass to a 1-2. Back to Doncic. No good with the triple. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Najee passes to Hampton. Dozier, the shot, no good. And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Passes to Hartenstein. Here's Dozier. Pass to Hartenstein. Over to the left wing. And again, Denver no good. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Burke. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
To the inside, it's stolen by Marjanovic. All sorts of time. Poked loose.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Billy Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Bowl, he's checked in for Denver. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. Maverick shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Brunson against Murray. Shoots it up. Misses off the right iron.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Back to Millsap. Clock at 6. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. And the basket is good.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Here's Brunson, and Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Yeah, that's a good one there, man. I tell you, I appreciate the effort, but he overdid it just a bit there. He needed to get called for the foul.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jalen Brunson. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Johnson. That one wide left. Nuggets have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Dallas.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Tim Hardaway.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Pass to Awundu. From deep three-point range, and it's Denver with the rebound. Here's Chanshaw. To the wing on the left. Here's Hampton. And the three off target.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Finney-Smith. The three-pointer no good. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Murray with the ball. And the basket by Hampton.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Now here's Burke. He's guarded closely. Lets the three fly. Off target with that shot. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.
Well, the ceremony...
Thank you, D.A. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Porter is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Nikola Jokic. And for Miami, they've got Robinson. Jimmy Butler is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's blocked. Butler against... Oh, goodness! Where did that come from?
I loved it.
That was beautiful.
Loved it.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt an alley-oop to himself. Nunn finds Butler. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Down low, uses the glass to finish the layup.
With a lethal mix of strength and length, Bam Adebayo can wreak havoc down low.
Rivers against Robinson. Rivers passes to Porter. Over Butler, but they'll get another chance. Gordon kicks to Rivers. Second chance shot. And it's Gordon missing.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. Passes it to Ariza. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
A tireless worker. You don't have to call plays for Adebayo for him to score.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Gordon. Porter dishes to Gordon. The three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Not bad defense, but you give him an inch and he'll bury you.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
The Nuggets trail by 5. There's the pass to Jokic. To the middle. And it's Gordon missing.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized 4.
Right side, Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Put this guy in the dunk contest. Jimmy Butler is ready to win it all.
Rivers against Robinson. Gordon kicks to Rivers. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there.
You know, Austin Rivers, the 10th overall pick in the 2012 draft, has turned into a nice combo guard, having the ability to play the 1 and the 2.
Now here's Dragic. Pass to Bjelica. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Rivers passes to Millsap. He can't get it to go. Miami leading by 4. Shot by Bjelica and nobody around. Pass to Hero. Drills the three-pointer.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Harrison. He's guarded by Dragic. Harrison scanning the floor. Shot clock at 6. Passes to Green for the 3. Goran Dragic grabs the board. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Achua. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Continues to develop as a playmaker. It's nice to see Tyler Hero create for others.
And so it's the Miami Heat ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
So on the floor for Denver, JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Harrison in at the point guard position. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Now, here's Dragic. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Strus. Bjelica passes to Achua. Hero hits the front of the rim and out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. That'll put Austin Rivers on the line. That's on Goran Dragic. The Nuggets making a switch here. Porter's checked in. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Dragic looking for an opening, and it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. Denver making a switch here. Here's Dragic. Out to the right wing. Here's Strus. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Hero, no good. The Nuggets trail by 4. Porter finds McGee. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Miami. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's McGee. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Now here's Dragic, guarded closer. The pass to Hero. Over Harrison. Miami no good on that time either.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Hero passes to Dragic. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Hero. It's Bielitsa. Here's Achua. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Makes it off the glass. He has 5.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Bielitsa. Here's Strus. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Achua. The offensive rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Often viewed as just a shooter, Tyler Hero can score, though, in a variety of ways, which makes him very difficult to defend.
For the Nuggets, Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee, and Gordon subbed in for Harrison. They get it back. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. For 3. That's Jokic with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And some controversy last season. Andre Iguodala traded to the Grizzlies. We know he didn't report, Greg, just stayed in the Bay Area until a trade could be worked out to Miami.
I'd call that a power move, Kevin, no doubt. Iguodala, a respected vet, wanted to play for a contender, and he got an extra year and $15 million in the deal.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Miami. Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Austin Rivers comes in for Michael Porter. Green passes to Gordon. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
When you throw it ahead to Butler, he's a fantastic dunker. Really gets it up and throws it down.
It's stolen by Ariza. It's stolen by Green. Adebayo against Rivers. Yes, that goes in. Rivers has got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Love the level of concentration by Jimmy Butler on that play.
Robinson's checked in for Andre Iguodala. The Heat shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And as much as he commands attention on the court, Jimmy Butler content to skip the spotlight when he's off it.
You know, GA, nothing has come easy in his career for Jimmy Butler. All he does is puts his head down and works and works and works. And because of that work ethic, he has become an all-star. Love watching his progression.
Here's Green. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Nuggets have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Adebayo, high post. Robinson passes to Adebayo. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Adebayo's got 8 points.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to... So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They've got a 2-point lead. Kenny, give us your take.
Well,
And that's a wrap.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
It's definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
he's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Kendrick Nunn out there with Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Ariza in at the 4 slot. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Rivers kicks to Gordon. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys. There are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Nunn passes to Adebayo. Outside Butler. It's good. Butler's got 4 points in the quarter.
And once Butler gets cooking, look out. His guys need to keep getting it to him.
Jokic against Adebayo. Lob pass to Gordon. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Now, here's Nunn. He's guarded closely. From deep. No good on that one. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Butler with the steal. And it's Adebayo in the corner. No good. Gordon with the defensive effort. And stolen by Butler. And Robinson with a clear path to the basket. Goes up, and it's Butler with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Adebayo. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And you talk about guys who play with that chip on their shoulder. Bam Adebayo has not forgotten he was cut from the U.S. national team in 2019.
And Greg, in fact, he told those close to him they will pay. A little extra motivation, fuel for the fire.
For the lead, and that's 2 points on the layup. 12 points for Aaron Gordon.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Outside for Robinson. Ariza passes to Robinson. There's the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Robinson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Nunn. And 1:01 left here in the third quarter. To the paint. Stolen by Rivers. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way and finished off by Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Now here's Nunn. Defense right on him. Inside, Jokic with the steal. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. And Miami going with a whole new group out there. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And they double up Gordon. Outside, Porter. He dishes it to Green. Left side, Gordon. 4 on the shot clock. Porter outside. Rebound by Bielitsa. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Floats it up for Iguodala. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Incredible pass to Iggy. Put it right where he wanted it. Fantastic read by Iggy to exploit the space in the D.
Here's Gordon. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for the Denver Nuggets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Now Dragic, and Denver will start the fourth quarter with. Jermichael Green is out there with Gordon. Then it's Porter. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Harrison in at the point guard. Millsap with the steal. Here's Gordon. Tries again. The layup good by Porter. Porter's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Dragic, the pass to Bielitsa. Back to Dragic. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Dragic has got his first 2 points of the night.
Absorbing the contact, finishing the play. Dragic has that great body control.
Here's Porter. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
And the rejection by Iguodala.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Pass to Porter. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Hero. He'd have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. By himself, and Millsap slams it in.
Ball Millsap, not the biggest, but he can get up and down.
Outside Dragic, stolen by McGee. Outside Porter. Now here is McGee. Millsap dishes to Porter. Picked him clean. Outside Dragic, and Butler launches from deep. And again, it's the Heat missing. The Nuggets leading by 4. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Now here's Dragic. Not a lot of room. Here's Adebayo. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on JaVale McGee. A different look for Miami. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Iguodala. Robinson comes in for Hero. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic. And then for Denver, Jokic comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Rivers in for Shaquille Harrison. Campazzo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's the Heat with the ball. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. Right side Robinson. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. .144 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Butler. He can't get that one. And it's Denver the other way. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Floats it up for Jokic. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
Butler from outside. And it's Denver with the rebound.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
Stolen by Nunn.
This has reached desperation time for him.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
And the turnover again by Denver. Gordon checked in for Paul Millsap. Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Adebayo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Jokic. To the inside. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Nunn. In transition, here comes Miami. And here's Adebayo outside. Porter pulls it in. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock. Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Got a piece of it. The pass to Jokic, and he banks in the layup. And now an 11-point Nugget lead.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. So we see Denver get the win here. A solid win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony.
There is no...
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Heat, they've got Robinson. Bam Adebayo is out there with Trevor Ariza. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the point. Three-pointer, Butler. A shot that time, not on target. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Butler. Hardaway for 3. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Ariza no up. We're about 1 minute into the first. Outside Hardaway. No good with the triple. Miami's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Adebayo. That one drops for him.
I love seeing Adebayo run the floor like this. Fantastic job leaking out and beating everyone to the spot.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Miami, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
Here's Porzingis. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
Boy, after missing 3 straight, they finally get one to go down.
None against Doncic. Here's Adebayo. And he can't jam it through. And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby. Make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, he made sure to find the others.
And the shot goes down.
My goodness, Jimmy Butler is so explosive. Half-court transition, it doesn't matter where it is.
Robinson against Hardaway. Here's Porzingis, and he makes good on the layup. Porzingis has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
A finish, and the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Now, Nunn. Ariza outside. Doncic with the steal. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Anticipating before the play can happen, Luka Doncic gets the break started.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Heroes checked in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. Dallas also making some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Richardson comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. From outside the arc, another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Dragic looking for an opening. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
And they pick up 2.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Adebayo. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
He had a nice open look right there.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Well, you're trying to answer the three, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Inside. Here's Porzingis. It's hauled in by Hero. There's Dragic with the... And it's... Yeah! Wow, he nails the buzzer beater!
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Jalen Brunson out there with Richardson. And it's Redick in at the 3 spot.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Fires the 3. They get it back. Porzingis on the follow.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
The Heat trail by 12.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Achua, the pass to Dragic. Great D that time from Redick.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And stolen by Bielitsa. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Now here's Brunson. Here's Kleber. And a miss there on the triple. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Bielitsa. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound, Heat. Outside Dragic. And there's the pass to Strus. Miami no good on that time either. Dallas leading by 14. Redick with the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
But he gets it back. Iguodala wide open. Off target from 3-point range.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
To the left wing. Here's Kleber. Misses the 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Dallas has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Strus. Richardson covered. And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
Don't make any mistake. Andre Iguodala's been around a while. The hops are still part of the game.
Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line. They give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. In the corner, Iguodala with it. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Achua. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Achua's got his second bucket of the night.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Redick for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. 35 seconds left to play in the first half. To the middle, it's Bielitsa. He's off on that one, and the Mavericks going the other way now. To the paint. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Mavericks lead by 17.
Well, this is where Dwight Powell is in his element. All of those physical abilities coming to bear on the interior. Nicely done.
Kicks it out to Iguodala. Here's Strus. Miami shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Dallas shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And there's so much to like about Luka Doncic, but perhaps the best thing is he can contribute in every aspect of the game. Scoring, rebounding, passing, you name it.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. There was no stopping Kristaps Porzingis in the first half. He had 12 points. And that'll...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Adebayo is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. Then it's Robinson, and it's Butler in at the 3. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Well, their pass to Adebayo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus, makes the D think twice about getting physical with him.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. A 12-point game. Pass to Hardaway. Pass to Finney-Smith. And stolen by Butler. And here comes Ariza, leading the fast break. Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
Love the athleticism from Trevor Ariza. This guy's so dependable as a fast break finisher.
Doncic against Nunn. They get it again. And that'll be 2 free throws. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Adebayo drives in, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
The Heat shooting their fourth attempt at the free throw line right here. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And Miami making a change here. Dragic has checked in.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. No good from Dragic.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
There's Dragic with the three. Can't hit that one. Mavericks leading by 11. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Deep two from Robinson. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Miami's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Second chance points kill you. It's a strength of Adebayo picking up the garbage and putting it in.
Kleber inside. Ariza covering. Kleber with the bucket.
Boy, not nearly tough enough inside on the defensive end. They made that all too easy for him.
Dragic the pass to Adebayo. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 3 assists in the game. Dallas leading by 9. Down low, here's Powell. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D that time from Robinson. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Bielitsa, he checks in for Miami. Tyler Hero comes in for Duncan Robinson. And then for Dallas. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Brunson against none. Inside, here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Amazing amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Brunson, the bounce pass. Up top, Burke. He's covered by Iguodala. Lock at 6. Burke with it. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And so it's Dallas, headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for Dallas, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Trey Burke is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Brunson scanning the floor. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
To the paint. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Adebayo.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. The Heat making a switch here. Ariza's checked in, and Dallas with a change here too. J.J. Redick's checked in for Trey Burke. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
You can hear the impact that dunk just had on this arena. Butler making his presence felt.
Pass to Hardaway. In transition, here comes Miami. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
Brunson against none. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
In the corner, Hardaway with it. And the 3 off target.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Dallas leading by 5. Here's Redick. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ariza's got 6 rebounds in the game. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And again, it's the Heat missing. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, guys, you have got to love those long strides. KP able to cover some ground on his way to the rim.
None against Brunson. To the right side. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Heat. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Hero. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. Dallas also making some changes. Powell, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up. And the Mavericks making a change here. Richardson's checked in.
Boy, Dwight Powell is such a hard-playing, athletic big man. He could fit himself into any scheme right now.
Dragic against Doncic. The pass to Robinson. From deep 3-point range, they get the rebound. Adebayo on the follow.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Dragic. And here we go. It's Butler. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off.
1:07 left to play here in the 4th. Tries from 10. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Amazing when you're 7'3" with great instincts. You create an opportunity to get the putback. Nice work, Kristaps Porzingis.
Dragic against Doncic. It's Ariza on the wing. Outside Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dragic from outside. Porzingis with the rebound. Pass break Dallas. Porzingis has got the ball. And stolen by Butler. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Here's Ariza. Porzingis with the block. Fast break. Here they come. 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It's stolen by Dragic. Rob. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Here's Powell. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K. We're seeing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Inside at the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Michael Porter's out there with Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers. Now here's Porzingis. On the wing, Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Good defense by Jokic. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Campazzo played in with a nice touch off the glass. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And the basket by Gordon.
Gordon is one of those guys who loves physical contact. He's really skilled at finishing over difficult defense.
Now, here's Doncic. Tight defense on him. Right side, Porter. Sweet little floater.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Now here's Hardaway. And it's sent back by Jokic. Porter against Porzingis. Porter, no luck.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide-open looks. But you've got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season, was coming off an injury, and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Now here's Porzingis. That one falls.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
It's Rivers on the wing. The Nuggets with another miss. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of this one.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Yeah, you know, it's rare to see a 7-footer shoot well from the foul line, guys, but that's Porzingis for you.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Green's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Redick is checked in. Rivers finds Millsap. Green with the ball. Kleber with it. Now Green defending. Redick with the bucket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Harrison to the middle, and Millsap slams it in.
You know, after setting the screen, he gets out of that screen quickly and beats the defense to the spot.
To the inside. Here's Porzingis. That one, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Harrison. off on the layup.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
And the wide open shot from Redick. From outside, off the mark. Denver in the lead.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
A nice shot by Rivers.
Millsap doing a nice job there reading the defense and makes a nice slick pass to burn the opponent.
Richardson left side. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And the pass to McGee. Pass to Millsap. Rivers in the corner. And stolen by Richardson. Here's Burke. No good with the layup. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Nuggets lead by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Denver.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Burke, and it's Richardson in at the 2.
Boy, really good body control that time by Richardson. Anticipated the foul coming, absorbed that contact, and didn't let it bother his shot.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And then for Dallas, Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway is subbed in for J.J. Redick. The shot's good from McGee.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Now here's Burke. He's tightly guarded. Shoots the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Burke's got the lead up to 1 now for the Mavs.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Harrison. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Richardson. This is his first free throw of the game. And that one misses. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's Hardaway. The Nuggets getting the bucket from the arc. Rebounded by McGee. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Porter's running. Campazzo. Jokic trying to free himself up. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Green's checked in. Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Hardaway. And that one's good. Doncic.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
Outside Porter. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Porter, no luck.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And Doncic, here we go.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
Porter finds Green. Back to Porter. 6 to shoot. Here's Jokic. The Mavericks pull it in. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Luka Doncic again. Doncic has got 6 points in the quarter.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first, bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
Brunson against Porter. Brunson, good. Brunson's got the lead back up to 2 now for Dallas. Brunson against Rivers. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Richardson, he's checked in for Dallas. Now here's Brunson. Here's Kleber, and Kleber slams it in.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Rivers against Brunson. Baseline J on the way. Green, and Green is right there. Green's got his first 2 points.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Brunson, good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And it's good for 2. Rivers has got 9.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brunson the pass to Kleber. From deep. And it's Denver with the rebound. Kicks it out to Gordon. Shoots over Redick. Here's Millsap. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Millsap's got his second bucket.
And, you know, rebounding is about knowing where the ball is going as well as pursuing. And I like seeing him hit the offense.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6. And
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Austin Rivers with a strong contribution so far in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
They've got Nikola Jokic, Aaron Gordon out there with Michael Porter. And it's Rivers. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Hardaway from outside. Not going to go that time.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Here's Finney-Smith, and the layup's good off the glass. Finney-Smith's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Inside, Powell with the steal. Down low. Here's Porzingis. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. 6 points for Porzingis.
You know, Porzingis is a guy who's used to having to fight his way through the defense, and good balance allowed him to do that there.
Rivers passes to Porter. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Jokic. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Hardaway against Rivers. There's the triple. A new 14 for the Mavericks. The shot by Powell, no good. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. A different look for Denver. JaVale McGee comes in for Porter. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Rivers. And Dallas with a change here too. Cauley Stein's checked in.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Pass to Harrison. To the paint, Powell with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And the call on the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call.
And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Campazzo, Burke covering. Doncic with the steal. He feeds it to Richardson. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. And it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
And they get it. Here's McGee, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. McGee's got his second basket of the night.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Doncic passes to Cauley Stein. And he uses the glass on the layup. Cauley Stein's got the lead up to 4 now for Dallas.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And Doncic, here we go. That one good for 2.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Millsap. And it's off from three-point range. Mavericks leading by 6. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists. And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Fires from deep. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Burke. Doncic has got 17. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Doncic in at the small forward. Here's Porter. Kleba with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 11. And here's Doncic from the arc. Another 3 for Dallas. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
For 3, Millsap. And again, Denver no good. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. They double him with Green. It's Richardson on the wing. Passes it to Brunson. Clock at 6. The high post shot. Green with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 16. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Porter against Doncic. Porter, bounce pass. Outside for Millsap. Over Kleba. The Nuggets with another miss.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. A rare miss for him.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Green finds Millsap. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Trying to get something going. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Porter against Doncic. Now the pass to Brunson. Over Rivers. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
Doncic outside. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Campazzo, and he finishes nicely on the layup. There's 1:40 left to play in the final quarter. Brunson with it. Pass to Porzingis over Millsap, and the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, Porzingis' game is custom made for the pick and pop stretch big. This guy can do damage from the perimeter.
And he gets the bucket. And here's Brunson. Pass to Kleba. Takes the three. The shot missing. And it's Denver the other way.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Mavericks.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Now here's Brunson. 5 on the clock. The three for Doncic. Millsap grabs the miss. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Doncic with the steal. Passes it to Brunson. This one for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Here's Rivers. There's the feed to Green.
Shooting for Denver.
Free throw good, Green.
At the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Green. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. And all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.